I was not going to make this video today. I had something else planned. I had a whole different topic lined up, and then at like midnight I'm scrolling through my phone and I see it and I put my phone down, I picked it back up, I put it down again, and then I sat there for a solid 10 minutes just staring at my ceiling because I did not know how to process what I just saw. And now here we are. Because there is no way I'm sitting on this. Okay, so here's what happened. Dior held their show in Paris Avenue Montaigne, their home turf, the usual setting. And Jimin was there. That part is not surprising at all. Jimin is a Dior ambassador, he shows up to their shows, we know this, we love this, moving on. But what was not on my bingo card, what was not on anyone's bingo card was the name sitting 2 seats away from him in the front row. Cortis. The moment that guest list leaked, every single group chat I'm in just exploded. Like I'm talking back-to-back messages, people typing in all caps, people sending voice notes that were just screaming. No words. Just screaming. And I get it. Because on paper it sounds like okay, 2 celebrities at the same fashion show, that's not crazy. But the second you see the actual footage, the second you see how this whole night played out, you realize that this was not 2 people who happened to show up to the same event. This was something else entirely. Let me walk you through it because the details are everything here. They arrived in the same car. I want you to really sit with that for a second, not the same venue, not the same general time window, the same physical car. 1 vehicle, 2 people, pulling up to Dior Paris together. And the photos that came out from that moment are, okay, I've looked at these probably 30 times now and every time I notice something new. Jimin is wearing this long black Dior coat, perfectly tailored, incredibly sharp. And Cortis is in this silver gray suit that is so clearly from the same creative direction, the same brief, the same stylist conversation, that there is absolutely zero chance these 2 people chose their outfits independently. The collar structure, the fabric weight, the silhouette, these looks were built to be seen together. Someone sat down, opened a mood board, and said these 2, this show, this moment. That decision was made in advance. This was planned. The photo dropped at 2:37 p.m. Paris time and I actually went back and checked by 3 p.m. it had been reshared over 200,000 times. 23 minutes. 200,000 shares. For an arrival photo. That number alone should tell you everything about how the world was feeling in that moment. But the arrival isn't even the crazy part. The crazy part happens inside. So the seating arrangement front row, as you'd expect for both of them. Jimin in D09, Cortis in D07. And between them, seat D08, was completely empty. Stayed empty for the entire show. Not late arrival, not someone who stepped out empty. And I need you to understand that Dior does not accidentally leave a front row seat empty. Those seats are allocated weeks in advance. They are deliberate. They are political. An empty seat at a Dior front row show is a choice, not an accident. And when that empty seat is positioned directly between 2 people who showed up in coordinated outfits in the same car, that is a message. I don't know exactly what the message is yet, but it is absolutely a message. Throughout the entire 40-minute show, there are photos of them leaning toward each other, not constantly, not in a way that felt performative or like they were playing to the cameras. Actually the opposite. It looked genuinely comfortable. Relaxed. Like 2 people who have had a lot of conversations before and don't need to fill the silence. At one point, and this was caught by 3 different photographers from 3 different angles, so this is not one person with a lucky shot. At one point they both laughed at exactly the same moment. Same thing, same second, same reaction. The kind of laugh that doesn't happen between strangers. The kind of laugh that only happens when you already know someone well enough that you don't even have to explain what's funny. The show ends. People start moving toward the cocktail area. And this is where it happens. Someone, not press, not an official photographer, just a person who was somehow in the right place, pulled out their phone and caught 11 seconds of video. 11 seconds. And in those 11 seconds, Jimin and Cortis are walking out side by side, and as they pass the camera, Jimin glances directly toward it, or toward Cortis, it's honestly impossible to tell, and says 3 words. See you soon. I was not going to make this video today. I had something else planned, I had a whole different topic lined up, and then at like midnight I'm scrolling through my phone and I see it and I put my phone down, I picked it back up, I put it down again. And then I sat there for a solid 10 minutes just staring at my ceiling because I did not know how to process what I just saw. And now here we are. Because there is no way I'm sitting on this. Okay, so here's what happened. Dior held their show in Paris Avenue Montaigne, their home turf, the usual setting. And Jimin was there. That part is not surprising at all. Jimin is a Dior ambassador, he shows up to their shows, we know this, we love this, moving on. But what was not on my bingo card, what was not on anyone's bingo card was the name sitting 2 seats away from him in the front row. Cortis. The moment that guest list leaked, every single group chat I'm in just exploded. Like I'm talking back-to-back messages, people typing in all caps, people sending voice notes that were just screaming. No words. Just screaming. And I get it. Because on paper it sounds like okay, 2 celebrities at the same fashion show, that's not crazy. But the second you see the actual footage, the second you see how this whole night played out, you realize that this was not 2 people who happened to show up to the same event. This was something else entirely. Let me walk you through it because the details are everything here. They arrived in the same car. I want you to really sit with that for a second, not the same venue, not the same general time window, the same physical car. 1 vehicle, 2 people, pulling up to Dior Paris together. And the photos that came out from that moment are, okay, I've looked at these probably 30 times now and every time I notice something new. Jimin is wearing this long black Dior coat, perfectly tailored, incredibly sharp. And Cortis is in this silver gray suit that is so clearly from the same creative direction, the same brief, the same stylist conversation, that there is absolutely 0 chance these 2 people chose their outfits independently. The collar structure, the fabric weight, the silhouette, these looks were built to be seen together. Someone sat down, opened a mood board, and said these 2, this show, this moment. That decision was made in advance. This was planned. The photo dropped at 2:37 p.m. Paris time and I actually went back and checked by 3 p.m. it had been reshared over 200,000 times. 23 minutes. 200,000 shares. For an arrival photo. That number alone should tell you everything about how the world was feeling in that moment. But the arrival isn't even the crazy part. The crazy part happens inside. So the seating arrangement front row, as you'd expect for both of them. Jimin in D09, Cortis in D07. And between them, seat D08 was completely empty. Stayed empty for the entire show. Not late arrival, not someone who stepped out empty. And I need you to understand that Dior does not accidentally leave a front row seat empty. Those seats are allocated weeks in advance. They are deliberate. They are political. An empty seat at a Dior front row show is a choice, not an accident. And when that empty seat is positioned directly between 2 people who showed up in coordinated outfits in the same car, that is a message. I don't know exactly what the message is yet, but it is absolutely a message. Throughout the entire 40-minute show, there are photos of them leaning toward each other, not constantly, not in a way that felt performative or like they were playing to the cameras. Actually the opposite. It looked genuinely comfortable. Relaxed. Like 2 people who have had a lot of conversations before and don't need to fill the silence. At one point, and this was caught by 3 different photographers from 3 different angles, so this is not one person with a lucky shot. At one point they both laughed at exactly the same moment. Same thing, same second, same reaction. The kind of laugh that doesn't happen between strangers. The kind of laugh that only happens when you already know someone well enough that you don't even have to explain what's funny. The show ends. People start moving toward the cocktail area. And this is where it happens. Someone not press, not an official photographer, just a person who was somehow in the right place, pulled out their phone and caught 11 seconds of video. 11 seconds. And in those 11 seconds, Jimin and Cortis are walking out side by side, and as they pass the camera, Jimin glances directly toward it, or toward Cortis, it's honestly impossible to tell, and says 3 words. See you soon.